Good evening from Bobblehead Homestead. I am Jeff. Today is Wednesday. It was 50 degrees and it rained all day long. Not a heavy rain or heavy winds or a big storm, and it was more than a drizzle, but it just rained all day long. So it's kind of a muddy mess out there. It's supposed to rain all day long tomorrow too. So not much video activity going on. Hopefully I can make this video a little bit short and sweet. First of all, thanks for all the support on my last video. October 27th, 2017 was the very first night that I spent here at Bobblehead Homestead. I actually got down here at the beginning of October and started working to prepare it so that I could move in on October 27th. So yeah, I've been here 3 years and it's been epic. There was so much work to be done here that how could it be anything other than epic to try to progress on this property. And it's been 3 years. There's still a lot left to be done. I thought about doing a goals video. All right, what are my goals for the next 3 years? But I don't feel like talking for an hour. My goals are still the same as they were, just a few years ago. In the bigger scheme, I want to start a chicken breeding business. I've already started a chicken breeding business. I pretty good this year. I don't even have to advertise them. I've got a list of people who've already gotten some chicks or chickens from me, and they're like, "Hey, when you got any more, let me know." I told my sister-in-law and my cousin, and that's been good. And the chicks that I rehomed this spring have started laying, and I've got a few happy customers in that regard. So I've already started my chicken business, and I want to greatly expand that. One obstacle in my way is what is called an NPIP certification. And NPIP stands for National Palorum Inspection Program. I don't know how to say that word. Palorum. It's related to salmonella, and it's a disease that poultry can get. And of course, there are federal regulations that are trying to control that disease, and the federal regulations require you to pass an inspection. And in order to pass an inspection, your property basically has to be clean. One way that chickens can get this palorum disease is from mice and rats and other rodents. So with the inspection, they're going to be looking for abandoned buildings that might have mice and rats and other. They also look for trash on the property, any places where mice and rodents would find hospitable for their living conditions, and you can't have any human manure compost piles lying around either. So this property is not going to pass an inspection anytime soon, and that would be my one obstacle that I would have to meet before I could sell outside of the state of Arkansas. So yeah, that's going to be a big obstacle. But it's one of my goals to overcome that obstacle somehow. And I'll be revealing how I plan on doing that here in the next month or so. Let's see. Another one of my goals for the next 3 years is I'd love to have a vacation house or a vacation rental. And that's something I've been talking about since I got here. This area is just beautiful. There are so many natural activities that you can do, and so that's another long-term goal that I would have, is to have a vacation rental. And so those are the two big ones. I want the chicken breeding business so that I can make a decent enough living, and who knows, that could expand very quickly. There were quite a few naysayers out there when I mentioned that I was going to be hatching 100 chicks per week last year, and I get it. Some people have gut reactions, and they just want to blurt out whatever they're thinking based on their gut reaction. But anybody who's been paying attention this year should know that the backyard chicken industry just took off They were buying baby chicks like they were toilet paper. And I know a lot of you missed that and aren't aware of all of the major hatcheries were sold out. Murray McMurray at one point said their sales were up 400% at that point of the year. 400%. They had sold out some of their breeds before Easter. Completely sold out for the entire year before Easter. This year was unprecedented in our history of people buying baby chicks and people moving into the backyard chicken movement. So it doesn't mean next year is going to be as good as this year, but chances are, if you had chickens last year, the chances are good you're going to have chickens again next year. And so and Arkansas is one of the top 5 states for chicken owners as a percentage of the population. So I think it's, Illinois is like in the bottom 10%. It's just, I don't know, the cultures are a little bit different. And I think Arkansas's climate, not to say you can't have chickens in the snow in the winter, but Arkansas's climate is a little bit more hospitable for chicken owners. And it's just, I keep my eye on Facebook. There are all kinds of Facebook groups for chicken people and poultry people. And so it really is amazing to see, somebody will have a batch of baby chicks and, within an hour, they've already got 20 people. Well, let me know when you're going to have more. Let me know when you're going to have more. Let me know when you're going to have more. It was just really, really something to see this year. We also saw it in the feed stores, like Tractor Supply and Atwoods and, whatever ones that you have around your area, Rural Kings. And it was hard to get baby chick and, chicken supplies like waterers and feeders and stuff like that. They were running low on all that kind of, chicken supplies. So yeah, I'm not going to be ready to go full bore next year, but 2022 I should have my flocks up to where I need to go. And I think not only could that be a decent living for me, is I think I can expand it to have employees. Yeah, I said it. Within 3 years. Yeah, within 3 years I might have be making a decent living myself and have an employee. Wouldn't that be something? I do. And for those naysayers, I have a bachelor's degree in business administration. I have a 4-year degree from Millikan University in Decatur, Illinois. I was the president of my fraternity for 3 years there. We started a brand new fraternity, so there's a lot of management experience. After college, I went to work for Marriott Hotels, and I was a very young manager in the Marriott corporate hotel chain. I opened hotels for a year, and what that was is I actually worked for Marriott itself. A lot of the hotels that they have are franchises. Somebody else owns the hotel, but they pay Marriott for the use of their name and other stuff like that. Well, I would go around the country and hire the staff. I would train the staff, the front desk, maintenance, housekeeping. So I would go in, a month and a half, sometimes 2 months before the opening date. I would hire everybody and I would train everybody. And there was usually a team of 2 or 3 of us that would go through and do that. After I did that, then I went on to manage my own hotels. And I had a hotel in Johnson City, Tennessee, Fairfield Inn, that I managed there. From there I moved to the Chicago area, and I got promoted to the Courtyard by Marriott chain. And I've had a lot of management experience. After that, I worked in the business world, sales, business consulting, and then in politics, management experience in that, and a lot of policy research, a lot of legal research, put together lawsuits that would challenge various state laws as it pertains to our elections. And so I'm confident in my abilities to run a business. But what they say in the business world is you got to have money to make money. So if you don't have money, it's a little bit harder to make money. So you got to, pick yourself up by the bootstraps. And that's what I've been doing here for 3 years. You can't start a chicken operation overnight. Maybe you can, maybe you got experience elsewhere. I didn't have a lot of experience with chickens before I got here. Now I'm getting it. So now I'm a little bit more confident in my abilities, and yeah, I will hopefully be making a decent living and have an employee. Okay, yeah, I said I wasn't going to ramble on and on, but yeah, that's one of my dreams. Another dream would be a vacation rental, and that is, there you go. You have to have money to make money. So we'll see if I can meet those two dreams here in the next 3 years or sooner. Wouldn't that be something? Speaking of chickens, I want to give a shout out to, that is Dahlia from Welcome to Chickenlandia, and she just put out a great video today, how to keep chickens alive in winter. And she is up in the Seattle area, and everybody's climates are different, but she did a very good job in general of talking about how to keep your chickens alive in the winter. And the one great point that she made is that it's not the cold temperatures that are fatal or harmful to the chickens, it's the moisture. And so if they're in tight, every time they breathe, they're putting more moisture in the air. And so you want some type of a draft or airflow, something to help exchange that air so the moisture just doesn't hang around them, because it's the moisture combined with the cold that's going to cause frostbite and respiratory problems and other things like that. But she has that and many other great tips. Please have a look at Welcome to Chickenlandia and her latest video. I'll put a link to that video right up here. You're going to get some great tips about keeping your chickens happy in the winter. I also want to, let me pop this up. I also want to give a shout out to a channel that I just came across not very long ago. In the Woods Homestead. In the Woods Homestead. I'll put a link to their channel right up there, and there will be one down below in the description. New to me, In the Woods Homestead, they are here in Arkansas. They're a little bit south of me in the Ouachitas. I can see the Ouachitas from here. And they're getting started on YouTube, and they've got all the homestead stuff going on there. So I think I would very much, they're at 155 subscribers. Can you help me get them up to 500 subscribers? I love seeing new channels getting started and people getting started on their homesteads. There's just something about that I love. That's one thing I was able to do today, is get caught up on some of my YouTube channel watching. But In the Woods Homestead, they're here in Arkansas. They're just getting started. It's a lovely young family. They're doing all the homesteading things that all the homesteaders do, and it would make me very happy if we could get their subscribers up and get them off to a good start here on YouTube. And alright, that's all I've got for today. Thanks for watching. Thanks for 3 incredible years here. Thanks, and here's to the next 3 being just as awesome. I wish that video yesterday I could have thanked everybody who has helped me out, individually. But going back through the footage, there have been so many, not only YouTube channels, but all of you people. It's just, it leaves me speechless. It leaves me speechless to think about it. I just want everybody to know that I appreciate it every minute of every day. I really do. Thanks for watching. Take her easy, everybody. Can you say good evening? Did you have a rough day napping on my bed all day long? Yeah? You're still looking outside like, it's dark already, Bob. Yeah, it's dark. You wanna give a shout out? Are there any other channels out there with cats that you like watching? No, Bob's got nothing to say. You're purring. Okay, Bob.